This month, February, is National Heart Month. It's a cause championed by British Heart Foundation, and IOSH is supporting the charity by encouraging companies to think about whether they could benefit from having a defibrillator on site. What is a cardiac arrest and who typically has one?
A cardiac arrest is when the heart fails to pump blood around the body. This can lead to the person becoming unconscious and finding it difficult to breathe. Typically, yes, those suffering from a heart attack are over 60, but that's not to say that younger people can't suffer as well. We're seeing now 3 people a week, young people a week, suffering from sudden arrhythmic death syndrome.
So what is a defibrillator?
The defibrillator is a portable computerised device that delivers an electric shock to the patient. Typically they cost around £1,000 each.
Where should companies ideally be placing their defibrillators?
It's a good question. It's very important that these things aren't locked away in cupboards or storerooms because, again, time is so critical. So in a central location where people know where it is and how to access it, particularly if there is a staff of first aiders.
Why did IOSH actually decide to invest in a defibrillator?
Well, we are growing as a company and we've looked at the number of staff we have and also the work that we do here, and we are open to members of the public. We do a lot of training courses here, so we have a lot of people on site every day.
Some companies might decide that this isn't a wise investment or it's too costly for them. What do we say to them?
IOSH are saying, have a think about it, see if defibrillators suit you, assess your needs and make a decision. Of course there is a business case there for it, but in terms of the cost of somebody away from work and the effect on morale and those of the people that maybe have witnessed or been around the incident. But the main thing we're talking about here is saving lives.
We also spoke to Daryl Bagley, a St John ambulance trainer, to find out more about defibrillators and workplace training. So what is the main aim of St John Ambulance?
To teach people basic life-saving skills that can really mean the difference between life and death.
What kind of training does St John Ambulance provide specifically on defibrillators?
We teach people how to use the defibrillator, how to carry out CPR, and basically use it in an emergency involving cardiac arrest.
Are companies approaching you more now for training and advice?
They are approaching us. They're asking what type of defibrillator they need, where it needs to be sited, and what type of training their employees need to be able to use the defibrillator in an emergency.
And in terms of the usual CPR, what does an automated external defibrillator do that perhaps that can't?
It's highly unlikely that a patient will survive a cardiac arrest by receiving CPR as a standalone treatment. In fact, research indicates that if it's used very quickly, then the casualty's chance of survival can be as high as 75%.
Some people might be a little nervous that defibrillators could be used incorrectly or they could do more damage than good. What do you say to people to alleviate those fears?
Well, the defibrillator will give you step-by-step voice prompts, clear and concise voice prompts, so the user is familiar with what's happening, and by following the voice prompts, nothing can really go wrong.